Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel, Love It or More. We will be doing your May 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising in Scorpio. I will be cutting the deck. There'll be 3 piles. First pile is current energy. Second pile is anything that's unseen, any obstacles, any challenges or surprises. And the third pile will be the outcome. We'll begin with the sound bowl just to tune into the energy, cleanse the space. So if you'd like to take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Okay, Scorpio, let us see what May has in store for you. Okay, we'll get a card from the Sacred Destiny. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if you do like it, please do like, subscribe, comment, or share. And I do hope that this resonates with you. Embracing. Okay. I'll talk about each card in a moment. Thank you. Higher power, really nice, really nice. And the outcome was some advice from spirits. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Okay, so off the cuff, Scorpio, this could be a fairly challenging month for you. The Embracing card is a stalk in a swamp. Okay, a very wide swamp. Waters represent emotions, and it looks like we have the full moon in the background. We have sparks of a fire. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but they're little, you know, when you have a fire and you have sparks that come off, you've got sparks over there, and it's sunset. So with the full moon and it being sunset, it means a completion, a finality, an ending. Okay, sparks of fire represent the cleansing, the destruction of something that's been and gone. It's hitting you in the emotional body. Stalks have very long legs because they need to try and wade the water through this massive vast of water here. So the Embracing card is all about talking about that you're going to find yourself maybe beginning of the month feeling quite emotional. I would say also quite teary, and it would be really good for you if you're not a natural crier, if you don't cry easily. It would be really useful for you to try make the space, the opportunity to release some of that pent up emotions. It could also be where you're listening to this and you're going, Robyn, I feel fine, nothing's wrong, you know. But then you watch, you see a little TikTok of video of a puppy, and all of a sudden the wells just open up. Okay, the floodgates open up. So now what I really love about this so far is with being in touch with your emotions so intrinsically, where something feels maybe like it's ending, there is a cleansing of it, a kind of cleansing aspect of it, especially as it relates to water. Usually when we suffer emotionally, there is a higher force at power here, because it is a thing that's going to embark forward transformation, forward change for the higher aspect. Okay, so it feels like it very often happens that when you have a spiritual awakening, most often than not, it is through suffering that we have some sort of higher perspective, we have some sort of breakthrough. And I feel like that's the thing that's happening for you, which is going to create a huge positive change right down to your DNA. Okay, so a very significant month for you in May. Now, Scorpio, you are directly opposite zodiac, on the zodiac sign of Taurus, which is the month that you're in. So it almost feels like you're furthest away from where you feel very empowered. But it is actually in your benefit. Okay, the Hanged Man. Challenges, love, finding the love, the oneness of everything, and the outcome is the Moon card. Okay, we're going to clarify a bit deeper with the Fountain deck over here. So there is a waiting sense going on, and I feel like it's really a good thing for you to wait, where it's like you feel like you're stuck in the swamp, where you can't feel like you can move forward, but you know that something is either dissipating, let's say. It's not coming to an end, it's just dissipating, it's shifting its cycle, and you're trying to see it from many different aspects here. It's a good time, even though it might feel quite frustrating and quite emotionally charged. It's good to, sometimes it's good to stay in one position to really get to the depth of it, and sometimes it's good to move on. We have the higher power here, which is bringing in this form of working with unconditional love, with working with oneness, connecting with it. 6 is all about harmony and exchange, and that's the thing that's pushing forward in this month after you are in this kind of swamp. And with that, we got the transformation, and it seems it's not very clear at this time how things are going to move forward for you, and you like to know what's moving forward for you. But again, we've got the full moon with that full moon over there. We've also got a full moon there. So we definitely have some sort of full moon behind her head as well. Wow. So full moons all talk about either a final release of something, full manifestation, or full completion of something. Okay. But it's reached its climax. That's the best way to think about it. And the moon sometimes makes you feel also a little bit emotional as well. But the moon talks about things happening beneath the surface that you may not be aware of. So when you're not aware of something, when you don't have the clarity, it can have the potential to, or the tendency to project a negative outcome. Okay, and I would be very, very aware of that, very careful not to go down that avenue, because it feels like a very positive transformation that's coming your way. You might just not see it play out in your reality just yet. Okay, we have 5 of Wands, conflict, and 7 of Coins. The things that you've been working towards, you may be questioning whether what you've been investing your time and your energy and your money and your love into may not be coming home to harvest. Okay, and there may be some conflict with regards to that. You're not seeing the results yet. 7 of Coins also talks about timing as well, but it could be that's the thing that's keeping you feeling like you're in a swamp, because you're not seeing the return of your investment, whether it be financial, energetic, love, emotion, intellect. 5 of Wands talks about conflict, where it could be very easy to be caught up in the tit for tat, very easy to be caught up in gossip, in just internal conflict and external conflict. And that's the thing that's kind of pushing you to this, am I really looking at more aspects? Under love, we've got the Star, really nice with that higher power. And Judgment, there we go, love it, love it. So what you don't see now, but that is coming forward for you in the month of May, particularly when you're in this energy you're starting off with, it's like you access a higher dimension that breathes life into this kind of sense of, well, I can only hope. With the Star card even turning up tells me that there is great healing, great faith for the future, great innovations, charging forward, and great inspiration. And then it's up to you to make the decision. You make the judgment call. Sometimes the universe makes a judgment call for you, but you reach the judgment card is like a decision, but in its finality, meaning whenever the judgment card turns up and there's something that needs to shift, okay, you can either choose to stay or to move beyond, to grow, to expand. But whatever that judgment is, whether it's been imposed on you or whether you're deciding to do it, that will change your life, the course of your life forever, because it's a very, very big choice, big decision. And they're both major arcanas, so I would definitely say this is huge for you, okay? And this is going to happen to you whether you like it or not. These areas about how you deal with conflict and how you deal with feeling whether what you're investing in is going to return, those are sort of temporary things that you can change once you have the awareness of it. But these majors are majors. They're happening whether you like it or not, okay? What I would say, it's really, really positive, so that's good. Okay, under the moon card, we've got the King of Coins, and we have the Hanged Man again. Okay, so the King of Coins is, it could be someone close to you, or could be the energy that you are feeling at the moment. The King of Coins is someone who is kind of, could be quite stubborn, but generally is someone who is very interested and regarded with the physical world, making things happen. Almost traditional in the sense of you've got to work hard for what you've got, and what you've got has got to stand the test of time. It's about long-term security. It's about planning ahead. It's about looking and seeing where your value lies, what your value lies in, okay? And that's the thing that's allowing you, that is a thing that's helping you move back. Almost, it's almost like a cycle over the course of May, because you start off with the Hangman, you end with the Hangman. But I would say the Hangman at the end of the month is very interesting because you have already changed over the course of the month. Now, of course, everyone changes every month, but this is kind of very, very high, very spiritual here. Higher power that play over here. So things are being orchestrated for you. You've got helpers in the subtle realm that are supporting you in this decision to work with love, for having faith and hope and for the future, believing in the impossible even, okay? If we had the Moonology deck, I would almost imagine the card Believe in the Impossible, that blue moon would come up. I'm not using that deck. So things may not be so clearly cut for you by the end of the month, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to declutter, figure out what you have been investing. Are you getting return back in what you have been putting your energy into? Are you getting that return? If not, I'm going to look at it from a different perspective. Now, let us clarify further. What is this conflict? Why is it 5 of Wands here, please, for Scorpio? Trickiness. Oh, no, that's way too many cards. We'll take the top one over there, the Judgment card again. Page of Pentacles. Anything else? And we have 4 of Cups. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go to the 7 of Coins quickly, and then I'll explain. The Emperor, very nice, which is quite similar to the King of Coins, but just up quite a few levels. Anything else? And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so what's interesting here is that while you're in this phase of trying to, feeling like you're in a bit of a swamp, there might be some conflict with regards to some sort of offering that comes your way. It could be monetary. It could be some sort of resource, some sort of good news with that Page of Pentacles. Not massive, but what I would say is it is an offering from the universe, okay? It is that 4th cup being offered, because he's a bit complacent. He's a bit bored. He's got what he's got, and he's like, don't really want to rock the boat here by screwing what I do have, the blessings I do have. But it is coming in from the universe. So it is a gift, but it is causing a bit of turmoil. It is either causing a bit of internal conflict with regards to what you've invested in so far, because perhaps it is completely different to that, and perhaps it means that means nothing. But I would say it is very positive. Or if it's money related, it could be that there is some conflict with regards to how you share your good fortune. Although that feels like a massive amount. It's just I would see it as a gesture, okay? A gesture and an opportunity. with this investment card here, the 7 of coins here, and this weight, you really are, and you really do see the security attached to what you've been investing in, but it is causing a bit of a juggling act as it relates to finance, because it's almost like if he's planting, those look like cabbages that he's planting. It's like if you were a farmer, you may need to be using resources from elsewhere, which would suffer, in order to put towards the harvest, because you know that come harvest time, you're going to be a lot better off long term. This is what that energy is, but it does feel that it's almost like there may be some conflict, because it's not happening fast enough, and you're still in that waiting stage. It's almost like if you're pregnant, but you're at the end of your pregnancy, and you're like, oh, I just want to get there, but the process needs to happen. Things need to happen beneath the surface, right? It could also mean the thing that you've been working hard to, and the thing that you had a very strong idea about, and thought for the best for all concerned, means that this offering and this opportunity throws that right out the water, and so that could cause a bit of suffering. Let's go to the Star card. Can we clarify the Star card? Thank you. So 7 of Swords, Chariot, and the Magician. Let's get the Judgment. What's the Judgment card, please? Thank you. 8 of Cups. There we go. There we go. So with the Star card, it's basically saying, have faith and hope in the future. Have faith in your abilities to charge forward, move forward, and to create something new with that Magician, which is the magic, the master manifester. Okay, he pulls energy from the higher power and implements it down by pointing it into the earth. Okay, now it does feel like there is a desire. It's definitely a desire to move away. Because the seven of Swords talks about making a sort of a quick exit, a shifty exit, right? Not shifty in the sense of deceitful, but more like a quick exit, okay? And then charging forward, because they know that if they charge forward, even if it's kind of a little bit hasty, they know that what's on the other side is going to be a lot better. So they're working on that energy there. The Judgment call is really that final decision to release what no longer serves you, to leave the cups behind, and to walk towards, again, all these cups represent everything that he's invested in over here, okay? All the energy, all the time, all the love. And even though he invested so much into it, he now knows that actually, and as good and as well as that was, I know I've got this funny feeling, because I'm sourcing this higher power here, that what's on the horizon is going to be a hell of a lot better than this. So even though I invested a lot, I'm walking away. That's the judgment call you have to make. Okay? No one else can do that for you. Let's go to King of Coins. Can you clarify the King of Coins, please? Thank you. Knight of Cups. Ooh, a nice little offering then again. Anything else, please, in the King of Coins? It could be. And the five of Swords over there. So if the King of Coins is someone around you who's maybe like an earth sign, or very kind of a boss in their own right, let's just say, male or female, doesn't matter, but he kind of implements very slow and steady plans to win in the long term, you know, providing long-term security. If this is someone you know in your environment, they're offering you a cup of love. They're offering you an opportunity. It could be very much connected to this opportunity or offering coming in over here. they're offering you an opportunity that it comes from the heart space, which is really, really nice. Okay. And I do feel like it's because of this Five of Swords over here. It's weird because like the Five of Swords is like the winning at all costs, right? I don't feel that that's coming from his, because it comes from the Knight of Cups. I feel like if there's a person around you, there is a nice offer coming in, but there could be some doubt your way in terms of, I don't know if you really trust it. Okay. You might be thinking, oh, they just want to do, they're just giving me this offer because it's what they want rather than what's actually good for me. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. And if that's your energy there, if you're feeling that energy of you wanting to plan ahead for the future, you've got the Emperor over there, but now you're in the King of Coins of like, how do we instrument in the physical world, right? How do we materialize this? I do feel, I still feel like it's somebody else in your environment, but if it is you, you're still getting a lovely opportunity or gesture coming in. It's almost like a confirmation of it. It's more like a follow-up to something that was maybe discussed before. And I do feel that it's, again, you might not trust yourself, okay? Or you might be thinking that it is, that you're not supporting everyone by doing this for you, okay? I would say I don't feel like it's deliberate. I just feel like it's more a case of there is a bit of worry there because it's a sword, it's in the mental body. There's a bit of worry that that in that situation someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. But that's you know, that's, you can choose to see it that way or not. But it puts you in that space of the Hangman again. So now you go back into this, looking at things from many different aspects, maybe not jumping the gun, but really kind of sussing it all out, making sure it really resonates with you. Do that again. Hangman, please, for Scorpio. Thank you. Got lots here. Ace of Pentacles, there's it often coming in. So it can stand the test of time because it's a pentacle. Pentacles are embedded in the earth. Got the two of Wands there with the globe in his hand, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands, and Page of Swords. Okay, so you are really mulling this over. You're mulling it over. Is the juice worth the squeeze with that one? Is this opportunity, is it going to stand the test of time? That's what you're mulling over. Can you move forward? Now with this card, if you have a look, he's a man sort of standing at the edge of his castle looking out into the horizon. He's got a globe in his hand and two wands behind him. He has achieved many things, but he's reached that point where he wants to move forward now, and perhaps even global travel as well. But he's wanting to move forward, but recognizing that state of like, well, I didn't enjoy the journey so far, but now I really want to take this new cycle. I want to go on this new journey, but I want to really explore it and understand it to as much depth as I can, rather than just tick the boxes as I go along. It's like, it may be that you've achieved certain things in your life, but you may not have felt that you really experienced it at a very deep level, and you're wanting, it feels like you've been sussing out, like, did this really fulfill me? Was it the thing that we did or I did, or am I just, is it light achievements? It's that sort of energy. But then we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in, so that's really promising for you. It puts you in that space of, okay, well, now I feel a bit empowered. Now I can stand in my own right. Now I can protect what's mine. And particularly because that is a Wheel of Fortune, that often coming in is a change to your situation. And now you can sort of, you end up feeling more kind of self-assured about what it is you want to protect and keep, and what you're quite happy to disregard and allow to leave. And the Page of Swords perhaps means that there may be quite a lot of communication backwards and forwards that needs to be happening to implement this change. But I understand now why it's under the moon, because while there's a lot of transformation happening deep beneath the surface in a cellular level, it happens in our cells and our DNA before it kind of builds into new regeneration of our body, be it, you know, tissue or new organs that the body regenerates and creates, you know, every 7 years or so. So that's what's happening at a deeper level. So you don't see the reality out in front of you, but what that's doing is it's causing certain little shifts within yourself to really suss it from many perspectives and kind of see, okay, well, what is it that is really pulling me? What is the real thing here? So I do feel like it's a highly spiritual month for you. A fair bit of turmoil, I'm not going to lie, but it moves you into a very you don't see this coming. You don't see this coming. It's going to take the shape of, when I say this, what I mean is this offering coming in for you. You don't see it coming in the sense of it's going to take the face of something that you totally, completely out of your radar. But it is a gift from Spirit. It is coming with a wheel of fortune, meaning it is owed to you. And as long as you allow yourself not to get too caught up in the headspace of feeling like there's a debt owed with response to this offering, then I think you'll be good. So Scorpio, I wish you all the best for May, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.